Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. Welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. First, here comes the challenger and former world champion, Johnny Gonzalez.
Johnny Gonzalez is only 31 years old, but he has worn a groove in the sidewalk in his many travels around the boxing block. This is his 63rd professional bout. And while there's plenty of miles on the odometer, he still possesses knockout power. He recorded the 46th stoppage win of his career, a fourth-round TKO triumph in April in what was a tune-up tilt in Mexico City, his second consecutive win since losing the title to Daniel Ponce de Leon last September.
He's a 14-year veteran, started boxing obviously very early. He says, I am not a shop-worn 31-year-old. I'm a 31-year-old with a lot of experience. His first title fight was in 2005, but he says, I got plenty left in the tank. We're going to find out tonight.
Eight and 4 in world championship fights with 6 wins inside the distance, ranked number 2 by the WBC, number 4 by Ring Magazine at 126 pounds.
And now, here is the defending world champion, Abner Mares.
Una squadra superada y una scaccia dorada. Búscame por otra parte, yo no voy quebrada para una trampa. Me gusta andar ensillado a mi privada. Traigo más lumbre que el diablo, si quieren le calan, a ver si me aguantan. Más veces en los desengaños que los últimos años. Joven pero bien curtido para el contrabando, el claro. Capa medio, licencia para estar cambiando. Con la firma autorizada de Víctor del Chapo, así o más claro. Y en mis fiestas entre bandas los norteños, la guitarra me alegran con sus socios y sus parientes. Los de Nima siempre jalan los tucanes, casi diario también la recoge lo nuevo rebelde.
Providing the soundtrack for Abner Mares' entrance theme and a rousing ovation for the local favorite. While not always adhering to the Marquess of Queensberry rules, he has exhibited more versatility than a Swiss Army knife, and his robust resume has put him in the mix on the mythical pound-for-pound list. One of the brightest stars in the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. Abner Mares, a tough schedule, one of the toughest in boxing today, taking on all kinds of guys like we were talking about earlier, lefties like Anselmo Moreno, Ponce de Leon. Anselmo Moreno, a very slick left-hander. Big punching guys like Victor Chinian, rough kind of guys like Joseph Ekbeko, you know, and the list goes on and on, really. He's been battle-tested against all kind of guys, and like we said before, the most important thing, he's come out a winner each time.
For Mares, it's also about familia, and they are out in full force, including his brother Ismael Jr., sister Carmen, his wife Natalie, and so many others of the Mares family here to support him as he makes the first defense of the WBC featherweight title. Here's the tail of the tape for tonight's main event.
2 very important numbers for Johnny Gonzalez. The height and reach advantage that he has, and he said, I am going to use that. I am going to keep him at distance. We'll see if he can.
With the formal introductions, here once again is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to the StubHub Center here in Carson, California for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Golden Boy Promotions in association with Promociones del Pueblo and Showtime. Sponsored by Corona, La Cerveza Más Fina, and AT&T, the nation's fastest and now most reliable 4G LTE network. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, President Jose Sulaiman, Supervisor Hossein Hoichi, along with the California State Athletic Commission, the Chairman John Frierson, Executive Officer Andy Foster. Introducing our three judges scoring this bout from ringside, from West Covina, California, Hall of Famer Marty Denkin. From Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, Alejandro Rochin. And from Dallas, Texas, Oren Schellenberger. And our referee in charge, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Jack Reese. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Featherweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the StubHub Center in Carson, California, it's showtime! Introducing to you first, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing dark blue trunks with gold trim, hailing from Mexico City, Distrito Federal, Mexico. He weighed in at a ready 125 pounds. His record stands at 54 wins, 8 losses, with 46 big wins coming by way of knockout. He is currently ranked the WBC #2 contender. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former bantamweight world champion and the former WBC featherweight champion of the world, introducing Johnny Gonzalez. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks, from Hawaiian Gardens, California, by way of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. He weighed in at 125.5 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 26 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 14 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 3-weight division world champion, one of boxing's pound-for-pound young stars, and tonight, making the first defense of his current title, the undefeated WBC featherweight champion of the world, Ahmed Marez. And once again, a referee in charge, now to give instructions, Jack Reese.
Nacho. They're a little bit high. I'm going to let them work in here. Same thing, Frank. Just keep sliding up. I'm going to let you guys work in here. Duro, play limpio, toca los manos, pone suerte.
Huge crowd in attendance. The StubHub Center in Carson, California, rapidly becoming the mecca for boxing in this part of the world. And we are set to light the wick on what should be a dynamite fight as Abner Mares looks to make the first defense of his 126-pound crown against the former champion, Johnny Gonzalez. Referee Jack Reese calls for the bell. We are underway. The champion Mares in black with green, white, and red. The challenger Gonzalez in dark blue with gold and white.
It'll be interesting to see which approach Mares takes. You know, he's been known to box and also get rough. So it'll be interesting to see which approach he takes here against Gonzalez.
Some have suggested that early on, Mares will box and see if he can, and then try and get on the inside. You can see the height and reach of Johnny Gonzalez, but he needs to fight tall, not fight short.
Looks like Gonzalez is trying to use that height, give Mares some movement, but Mares also isn't rushing in, so it looks like they're both trying to box each other at the moment.
They both land the jab. power punching Gonzalez has recorded 7 first-round knockouts. Mares has yet to record 1 in the opening round of any of his boxing matches.
Interesting. Mares used to be a sparring partner in Johnny Gonzalez's training camps. You know, usually you bring in young prospects, young hungry guys to get you ready for your fights. You know, you bring in multiple guys, obviously, but you never know as a young fighter when you're in a training camp with a world champion if you'll end up fighting him one day, you know?
Yeah, it happened when he was 20, right?
Yeah.
And Mares going against his former trainer, the Hall of Fame trainer, Nacho Beristain, who is Johnny Gonzalez's trainer. He started off Mares in his pro career, did Beristain, and of course now he's with Clemente Medina.
And Mares helped Gonzalez get ready for his ill-fated fight against Israel Vasquez back when Mares was 20 years of age, but that was then, this is now, and he's the one with the gold. Gonzalez wanting to prove that despite being in so many wars that there's still plenty left in the tank.
Gonzalez got a nice right hand in a moment ago, but what Gonzalez has not done in round 1 is use the jab at all, and he said that was a very important weapon for him in this fight.
Yeah, it's almost like he's kind of putting it out there, but he's not really committed to it as much as he should be.
Final minute of the opening round, and Mares comes forward with a right hand and now attacking the body. Gonzalez drops Mares with the lethal left hook.
He's hurt. He's hurt bad, guys.
6, 7, 8. Are you okay? Tell me yes. You want to continue? Walk to me.
The knockdown against Argentinian was a flash knockdown, but he was rattled by that left hook by Gonzalez here in round 1.
Gonzalez has a great left hook. He's knocked out a number of fighters with it.
Mares has to hold, guys. He's got to hold.
Goes down again.
He's got to hold.
Mamma mia! Gonzalez has done it. Johnny Gonzalez told everyone who would listen, do not look at my record, do not look at my resume and all the wars I've been in and think that I'm a shop-worn fighter. He proves it here tonight. Well, with an amazing first-round knockout.
One of the things his resume shows, though, is that he has tremendous power with those 46 KOs.
Make it 47.
Now 47, and he has used that left hook to knock people out. Hazumi Hasegawa, a terrific champion, was knocked out with that left hook by Gonzalez just like this.
You know, Mauro, it's funny, you were talking about first-round KOs. You know, what's that, the second round?
No, first round.
First round. So it's almost like you were calling it without realizing it when you were discussing first-round knockouts.
Thank you for that. Wow.
What a moment for Johnny Gonzalez, and here's how it happened. Now, the question was going to be whether he could get that left hook in. He landed a perfect left hook. He dipped down, gave him a little feinting action, and then landed the left hook. And Paulie, take a look at it.
And those were the touch jabs we were talking about. We were actually saying, you know, he's only touching him with the jab. He's not committing to it. Well, I guess he was setting him up because that touch jab eventually set up that hook instead.
That's exactly right. And he dipped down, a little feinting, and got that left hook.
He fooled us.
Yes, he did. It's been known to happen. And here's where the fight, well, me anyway, not so much you. Here's where the fight was stopped. Again, the left hooks became important, and as you pointed out, Paulie, no holding. Mares could not hold him.
He's trading there, and this is not the thing to do when you're hurt. You know, he's got a heart of a lion, but you got to, before you bring back that fighting spirit, you want to make sure you're able to fight again. He's fighting while he's hurt, and against a puncher. I mean, Gonzalez is a monster puncher. You don't want to be doing that.
Here is yet another look at it. The left hook, which is a great weapon for Gonzalez. We just didn't know if we were going to see it a lot in this fight because he wanted to stay back and use the jab and a straight right hand, but he used that left to great effect in this fight, and it was enough for him to score a dramatic win and get his world championship back, the one he gave up to Ponce de Leon that Mares won.
The left hook closes the book in rapid fashion here in round 1. Johnny Gonzalez is on top of the world again as a 126-pound champion.
What a disappointment as Johnny Gonzalez rightfully celebrates.
Jimmy Lennon Jr. now with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 55 seconds in round number 1. A referee in charge, Jack Reese, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of knockout. And once again, the WBC featherweight champion of the world, the hard-hitting Johnny Gonzalez.
When I said what a disappointment, I meant what a disappointment for this young man, Abner Mares, who knocked out in dramatic fashion. Clearly a huge win for Johnny Gonzalez.
Mares tastes defeat for the first time in 28 professional bouts. Jim Gray standing by with a new champion.
All right, Mo, thank you very much. Johnny, congratulations. You told everyone who would listen that you felt you would win this fight, but nobody really out there believed you. Mares was a much heavier favorite as the champion. How did you pull this off?
Viste que nadie creía que tú ibas a ganar esta pelea y al fin y al cabo lo hiciste. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Así es, yo me siento muy feliz desde que mi preparación, desde que llegué aquí a Los Ángeles, yo estaba muy seguro de que iba a ganar esta pelea, iba a ser nuevo campeón del mundo. Nadie creía en mí, mi esquina, Nacho Bernstein y todos los que están, ellos eran los únicos que creyeron en mí. Teníamos todo en contra. Ahorita en el camerino nos pusieron 1000 pretextos del vendaje y todo, pero no nos sacaron de desconcentración y aquí tienen el resultado.
Nobody believed in him. He said as soon as he touched in LA, everybody was against him. He said even there was issues with the bandage. They put a lot of things saying that you know, he couldn't fight and things like that. And then he comes over and wins the fight that only his corner, Nacho Bernstein and his corner, believed that he could win this fight.
How much did it help you all those years ago when you brought Abner Mares in to be a sparring partner getting ready for Vasquez? Did you remember that? And how much did Nacho being his trainer and now your trainer help you both of those instances?
¿Cómo te ayudó tener a Nacho Bernstein en tu esquina y también traer a Mares como un sparring partner para ti?
No, Nacho Bernstein siempre ha sido una parte fundamental dentro de mi carrera. Me he mejorado mucho desde que me pasé con él, me he superado dentro del boxeo y aquí están los resultados, los campeonatos del mundo, gracias a Dios, a mi disciplina y a la buena estrategia de Nacho Bernstein.
Nacho Bernstein has been fundamentally to his victory, and he was always in his corner, and that's why he has the belt today.
47 knockouts for you. Let's take a look at the first. We'll take a look at the stoppage of this fight. Tell us what was going on.
47 knockdowns. Dime qué está pasando aquí en este momento.
Ya sabía que estaba lastimado, ya nomás me encargué de abrumarlo porque sabía que tarde o temprano se podía acabar la pelea si lo volvía a agarrar.
He knew that by then he was hurt and that sooner or later the fight was going to be over.
Did you believe that he would be able to recover after the first knockdown?
¿Tú creías que se iba a recuperar después del primer knockdown?
Desde que lo vi en la forma como cayó, yo vi que cayó muy lastimado, entonces dije, es hora de aprovechar porque si lo dejo vivir se me puede voltear.
Yeah, after he saw him that he knocked him down, he said, I better take care of him now because he could recoup, and he didn't want that to happen.
This is your 63rd professional fight. You had so much more experience than Mares. Was that the difference at all in this as well?
¿Fue la diferencia que tú tienes 63 peleas en tu récord, en tu carrera?
No, eso no tiene nada que ver, simplemente uno se prepara, la estrategia, la técnica, y yo le quiero agradecer a Abner por la oportunidad y le quiero decir que ese no es el final de su carrera, este es un tropiezo que va a aprender de esta derrota, a mí me ha pasado, se lo digo por experiencia, es un gran amigo y va a seguir adelante y que le eche ganas el campeón porque él es un verdadero campeón.
He says that Abner Mares is definitely a great champion and that this is only a tripping thing for him, this loss, that he's going to recover and be a champion again, but that this was his night tonight.
Congratulations, three-time champion. Appreciate it, Johnny.
Felicidades, Johnny. Felicidades. Thank you.
All right, Abner Mares, we can have a word with you. Excuse me.
Comienza para ti.
Gracias, hermano.
Es un pequeño tropiezo, te lo digo por experiencia.
Felicidades.
Echarle ganas.
Me da mucho gusto que un amigo se quede con el
Esta noche fui el mejor y luego tú has tenido tus noches mejores. Ánimo, suerte.
Te deseo lo mejor.
De su familia, todo está bien.
What did you just say to Johnny?
I told him that I congratulated him first and most, and I'm happy, you know, that a friend was the one that, you know, kept the title. That was it, you know, he won today and he was the best.
This is the first time you've been defeated in your professional career. A very, very difficult circumstance for you to be knocked out in the first round. How are you handling this?
I'm good. I'm not letting it get to me so far. you win some, you lose some. As you learn how to win, you got to learn how to lose too. And I always knew it. And I told you guys, I'm in this sport not to go and carry a terrific, outstanding record of undefeated. No, I want to fight the best. And if I could get a rematch or even a tougher fight, I'm ready. I'm just here to fight.
Do you know what happened? Can you tell us how you got caught the first knockdown here?
I think I don't remember pretty much. You probably caught me with the overhand left, yeah.
Right there, yes. Did you feel as though you were going to be able to recover after the first knockdown?
You know what? Yeah, I said I was okay. The ref asked, "Are you okay? You know where you are? You know what round it is?" Yeah, I said, "Yeah." It was the first round, and the second knockdown, he asked again, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm okay." I was all right, but the ref did his job. You know, it's his job, and he felt that I wasn't ready. So, respect that.
You've had so many tough fights in succession. What will you do now?
I'll take a break. I want to take a break, enjoy my family, my kids. Man, they're probably watching, but I know, Emily, I love you, baby. Amber, las quiero mucho, mi amor. No te preocupes, estoy bien. Las quiero, esto no es nada. Las voy a llevar a pasear y no pasa nada.
Abner, thank you. We're all glad you're all right.
Hey, gracias.
All right, Mo, back to you.
All right, Jim, echo the sentiments. Glad to see he's okay and taking the loss like a champion. He never claimed that he wanted to retire undefeated, taking on the best of the best. And tonight it was Johnny proving to be Speedy Gonzalez, making short work of Abner Mares in recapturing the WBC 126-pound championship.